A mother's love is the purest, most selfless force in the world, a love that knows no boundaries, no conditions, and no limits. It begins long before a child even understands the meaning of love. From the moment a mother holds her child for the first time, an unbreakable bond is formed, one that will last a lifetime. This love does not depend on achievements, mistakes, or circumstances. It remains steady in times of joy and sorrow, success and failure, growth and struggle. A mother's love is not earned, it is freely given, a gift that asks for nothing in return, but is always present, offering comfort, protection, and warmth. Through sleepless nights and tireless days, a mother tends to her child with a devotion that is unmatched. She wakes at the slightest cry, soothes with the gentlest touch, and sacrifices her own rest to ensure her child's peace. Even when exhausted, she finds the strength to nurture, guide, and protect. This love does not falter when her child is difficult or rebellious, nor does it fade when times are tough. It is patient, enduring, and unwavering. A mother does not love her child based on behavior or achievements. She loves simply because her heart knows no other way. A mother's love is a safe haven in a world that can often be cruel and unforgiving. No matter how harsh life may be, a mother's arms are always open, offering comfort, understanding, and a place where one is always welcome. She is the person who believes in her child when no one else does, the one who encourages, reassures, and reminds them of their worth. Even when the world turns its back, a mother remains standing strong, ready to lift her child up and remind them that they are never alone. Her love is a silent language, spoken through gestures, sacrifices, in the countless little things she does every day. It is in the meals prepared with care, the clothes laid out in the morning, the gentle reminders to wear a jacket when it is cold. It is in the way she listens when no one else has the time, in the way she celebrates every victory, no matter how small, and in the way she mourns every disappointment alongside her child, feeling their pain as if it were her own. Even when a child grows into an adult, a mother's love does not diminish. It changes form, but never fades. She continues to worry, to pray, to hope for her child's happiness. She celebrates their successes from afar and offers wisdom when needed. Her love remains a guiding light, an invisible yet powerful force that shapes the person they become. It is this love that teaches empathy, kindness, and compassion. It is this love that gives a child the courage to dream, to believe in themselves, and to face the world with confidence. A mother's love is not perfect, but it is the closest thing to perfection that exists in this world. It is filled with moments of fear, frustration, and doubt, but it never breaks. It is tested by time, by challenges, by distance, yet it remains unshaken. No matter how much time passes, no matter how far apart a mother and her child may be, this love continues, undying, unchanged, eternal. It is a love that cannot be measured, cannot be replicated, cannot be replaced. It is the foundation upon which countless lives are built, a force that shapes the future, generation after generation. It is, without question, the most powerful love of all. A mother's strength is not just in the physical sacrifices she makes, but in the unseen battles she fights every single day. From the moment she brings a child into the world, she takes on a role that demands endurance, patience, and an unshakable will. She carries not just the weight of her responsibilities, but also the fears, hopes, and dreams of her child. No matter how exhausted she may be, she finds the strength to push forward because she knows that her child depends on her. Her resilience is tested in countless ways through sleepless nights, financial struggles, emotional hardships, and personal sacrifices. Yet she continues without hesitation. She is the foundation upon which her family stands, holding everything together even when the world around her feels like it is falling apart. Her strength is not just about enduring hardships. It is about facing them with grace and determination. She teaches her children that failure is not the end, that pain can be turned into wisdom, and that struggles are just stepping stones to growth. Even when she faces her own battles, she prioritizes her family, finding solutions instead of dwelling on problems. She smiles through her worries, reassures with her words, and leads by example, showing her children that strength is not just about physical endurance, but about the ability to rise again after every fall. She does not allow circumstances to define her or her family's future. Instead, she creates opportunities where none exist, finding ways to provide, nurture, and uplift. Resilience is woven into every aspect of a mother's life. She faces the uncertainty of raising a child, making decisions every day that will shape their future. She is patient through tantrums, supportive through failures, and unyielding in her belief that her child can achieve greatness. When life presents challenges, she does not crumble, she adapts. When doors close, she finds another way. She teaches her children to be strong, not by merely telling them, but by showing them what it means to stand tall in the face of adversity. Even when she is tired, when she feels like giving up, she keeps going because she knows that her children are watching, learning, and drawing strength from her example. Her resilience is not just in her ability to keep going, but in the way she nurtures others while carrying her own burdens. She is the shoulder her children cry on, the voice that soothes their fears, the hands that pick them up when they fall. She does this even when she herself feels weak, because she understands that her love and strength are what her children need to thrive. She hides her own pain to protect them, fights battles they never see, and sacrifices in ways they may never fully understand. Even in the hardest moments, she finds ways to bring joy into her children's lives. She makes a home out of nothing, turns struggles into lessons, and reminds her children that no storm lasts forever. She teaches them that resilience is not just about surviving hardship, but about growing through it. She does not let difficult times define her. She transforms them into stories of perseverance and triumph. Her strength is not loud or boastful. It is quiet yet powerful, steady yet unbreakable. It is in the way she continues loving, guiding, and giving no matter how much she has already given. She carries the weight of her own struggles while lifting others up, standing as an unshakable force of love, courage, and endurance. Even in moments of doubt, she finds a way forward. She does not always have all the answers, but she never stops searching for them. She does not always feel strong, but she never lets that stop her from being strong for those she loves. She continues, she fights, she loves, she leads. A mother's sacrifice begins long before her child even understands the depth of her love. From the moment she carries life within her, she gives of herself in ways both seen and unseen. She sacrifices sleep to soothe her crying baby, comfort to ensure her child is at ease, and personal dreams to make room for the dreams of her children. She puts her own needs aside, not because she has to, but because she wants to, because every sacrifice she makes is driven by a love so deep that no words can fully capture it. She goes without so her children can have. She endures so they can thrive. And she pushes herself beyond her limits so they never have to feel like they are not enough. Her dedication is woven into every moment of her day, from the meal she prepares with care to the way she listens to every small detail of her child's life, even when she is overwhelmed with her own burdens. She is always there, ensuring that her children feel safe, loved, and valued. Her sacrifices are not always grand gestures. Often, They are the little things that go unnoticed. The way she stays up late to make sure everything is in order. The way she puts her own happiness on hold to prioritize the well-being of her family. The way she gives without expecting anything in return. Even when she is exhausted, she finds energy. Even when she is struggling, she finds a way to provide. Even when she has nothing left to give, she still gives. She sacrifices time, knowing that the years with her children will pass too quickly. She chooses to be present, to cherish every milestone, to offer guidance even when it is difficult. She sacrifices financial security, working extra hours or budgeting carefully to ensure her children have the best opportunities. She sacrifices personal ambitions, delaying or adjusting her own dreams to ensure that her children's dreams come first. She never sees these as burdens, but as choices made out of love. She finds joy in the successes of her children, knowing that every sacrifice has helped them become who they are meant to be. Her dedication is unwavering. No matter the circumstances, she remains committed to her children's growth, happiness, and future. She is their first teacher, shaping their values and guiding them through life's challenges. She teaches them kindness by showing kindness, patience by practicing patience, and resilience by standing strong through difficulties. Even when she faces struggles of her own, she does not let them define her. She carries her burdens quietly, ensuring that her children never feel the weight of her worries. She puts aside personal comforts to make life easier for her children. She walks miles so they can ride. She works tirelessly so they can rest. She sacrifices her own desires so they can dream freely. There are moments when she is tired, when she feels unseen, when she wonders if all that she does is truly appreciated. Yet she never lets these thoughts stop her from giving her best. She continues, fueled by love, driven by the hope that her children will grow up knowing they were deeply cherished. She does not ask for recognition, yet she deserves it more than anyone. She does not seek gratitude, yet every smile on her child's face is enough reward. She continues to give, to nurture, to dedicate herself completely because her love knows no limits. Every sacrifice, every act of dedication is a testament to the unbreakable bond she shares with her child. She asks for nothing but gives everything, pouring her heart into the lives of those she loves. A mother is a child's first teacher, the one who introduces the world through gentle words, loving gestures, and endless patience. Long before a child steps into a classroom, a mother has already begun shaping their understanding of life, teaching them how to speak, how to walk, how to express emotions, and how to navigate the world with kindness and confidence. Every lesson she imparts is rooted in love. Every piece of guidance is given with the hope that her child will grow into a person who is strong, wise, and compassionate. She teaches not just with words, but with actions, showing by example what it means to be honest, hardworking, and resilient. Her guidance is not limited to academics or skills, but extends to morals, values, and the fundamental principles that shape a child's character. She teaches kindness by being kind, patience by waiting without frustration, generosity by giving without expecting anything in return. She guides her child through the complexities of right and wrong, helping them understand that choices have consequences and that integrity matters more than temporary gains. She corrects with love, disciplines with wisdom, and nurtures with the understanding that her words and actions will leave a lasting imprint. Even when her child makes mistakes, she does not abandon them, but stands by their side, turning failures into learning experiences and challenges into stepping stones toward growth. She teaches resilience by showing resilience, never allowing difficulties to weaken her spirit. When life presents obstacles, she does not let her child succumb to fear or doubt, but encourages them to rise above struggles with courage and determination. She reminds them that setbacks are not the end, but rather an opportunity to learn. That strength is not about never falling, but about always getting back up. She teaches perseverance by pushing forward despite her own hardships, demonstrating that success is not instant, but comes through effort, patience, and persistence. She does not just tell her child to believe in themselves, she instills that belief through constant encouragement and unwavering support. Her lessons extend beyond words, shaping habits, perspectives, and behaviors that last a lifetime. She teaches respect by treating others with dignity, teaches gratitude by appreciating life's small blessings, and teaches love by giving it freely. She is the first person to teach a child the power of kindness, the importance of empathy, and the beauty of forgiveness. When a child faces uncertainty, she is the voice that reassures, the presence that comforts, and the guiding light that leads them toward clarity. She is the one who sees potential before anyone else does, believing in her child's abilities even when they doubt themselves. As her child grows, her role as a guide evolves. She shifts from being the one who holds their hand to the one who walks beside them, offering wisdom but allowing them to make their own choices. She understands that true guidance is not about control, but about empowerment. Not about making decisions for her child, but about giving them the tools to decide wisely. She celebrates their independence while always remaining their safe place, the person they can turn to when they seek advice, reassurance, or simply a listening ear. She is the quiet strength behind their successes, the gentle force that pushes them to reach further, to aim higher, to believe in themselves even when the world is uncertain. Her teachings never fade, even when her child becomes an adult, even when miles separate them, even when time changes everything. The lessons she has given, the values she has instilled, and the love she has poured into them continue to shape their lives in ways they may not always realize. Her presence remains in their choices, in their kindness, in their ability to face the world with strength and grace. She is and always will be the greatest teacher, the most trusted guide, and the heart that leads with love. Motherhood is not defined solely by biology, but by love, care, and the willingness to nurture and guide another soul through life. The essence of motherhood extends beyond the bond between a mother and her child, reaching into communities, friendships, and societies where women take on the role of nurturers, protectors, and guiding forces. A mother is not only the woman who gives birth, but also the one who raises, supports, and loves unconditionally. Grandmothers, aunts, sisters, teachers, mentors, and even strangers who step in to offer love and guidance embody the spirit of motherhood, proving that the power of a mother is universal. Every woman who nurtures, who protects, who gives of herself to shape and strengthen another life carries the heart of a mother. A teacher who spends extra hours helping a struggling student, a mentor who instills confidence in a young mind, a neighbor who watches over a child in need. These are the unseen mothers who help shape the world. Their love is not bound by genetics, but by the deep and selfless desire to see another person thrive. They invest their time, their energy, and their emotions into lifting others up, often without recognition or expectation of gratitude. Their influence is felt in the silent sacrifices they make, in the lessons they pass down, in the comfort they provide when no one else is there. A mother's love does not belong to just one child, but has the power to extend far beyond her own home. The mother who takes in a child who is not her own. The woman who mentors and guides young people without seeking anything in return. The grandmother who steps in when parents are absent. These are the embodiments of universal motherhood. They prove that love is limitless, that care is not restricted by blood, and that the role of a mother can be filled by anyone with a heart willing to nurture, protect, and support. This love builds communities, strengthens relationships, and creates safe spaces where people feel valued and understood. In every culture, in every corner of the world, motherhood is recognized not just as a role, but as a sacred responsibility. It is present in the village elder who offers wisdom, in the teacher who sees potential where others see failure, in the caregiver who provides warmth and affection to those who have none. The power of a mother transcends borders, languages, and backgrounds, proving that no matter where a child is born, they are shaped by the hands and hearts of the women who care for them. Universal motherhood also teaches that strength is found in unity, in the bonds that women form as they support and uplift one another. A mother is not alone in her journey. She is surrounded by a network of other women who share in the struggles, joys, and sacrifices of raising the next generation. They lean on each other, learn from each other, and grow together, proving that motherhood is not an isolated experience, but a collective force that shapes the future. This shared responsibility extends beyond families, influencing the world at large. The love and guidance of a mother, whether given to her own child or to a stranger in need, create ripples that reach far beyond what the eye can see. A kind word, a helping hand, a protective embrace. These acts of love may seem small, but carry the weight of true transformation. They teach children that love is not selfish, that kindness is not limited, and that the role of a mother can be filled by anyone with a heart big enough to give. As the world changes, as challenges arise, as new generations are born, the power of universal motherhood remains unwavering. It reminds us that we are all connected, that love is the greatest force of all, and that every act of care, no matter how small, has the power to shape a life, to heal a heart, to guide a lost soul toward the light. The hands that rock the cradle do not belong to just one woman, but to all who choose to love, nurture, and protect without limits. Recognition and gratitude are the least we can offer to the mothers who give everything for their children and families. Yet so often their sacrifices go unnoticed, their hard work unacknowledged, and their contributions taken for granted. A mother wakes up every day with a heart full of love and a commitment to her family. Yet many times, the quiet effort she puts in, whether it's managing the household, caring for her children, or providing emotional support, are overlooked. The recognition that a mother truly deserves should not only come on special occasions, but every single day. It is important that we understand that a mother's love and labor are continuous, and that showing appreciation is not just a gesture, but a necessity. Gratitude is the acknowledgement of the unspoken efforts a mother puts forth. She does not ask for acknowledgement, yet she deserves it more than anyone. From the moment she decides to become a mother, she embarks on a journey that requires an endless amount of selflessness, determination, and heart. She sacrifices her own dreams, desires, and well-being for the sake of her children. And sometimes she does it without anyone even knowing how much she gives. It is time for us to look beyond the surface and recognize the magnitude of what she does, not just as a parent, but as the backbone of the family and the heart of society. To truly recognize a mother's efforts is to see the full extent of her role. It's not simply about acknowledging the big moments, the birth, the first steps, the graduations, but the daily, unseen acts of care and love that define motherhood. It's about recognizing that she wakes up every morning with a resolve to ensure that her children are fed, clothed, safe, and loved. It's about understanding that every meal prepared, every question answered, every comfort offered is done with intention and love. It's about recognizing the emotional labor she carries, the worry she holds, and the silent prayers she whispers every day for her family's well-being. Gratitude should go beyond words. It should be seen in the actions we take to support and appreciate our mothers. It's about offering help when it's needed, showing empathy when she's overwhelmed, and making her feel seen, heard, and valued in her role as the family's anchor. It's about creating an environment where she doesn't have to carry the weight of the world alone. By expressing gratitude, we remind our mothers that their contributions matter and that their efforts do not go unnoticed. We also show them that their worth is not defined by how much they give or how much they sacrifice, but by the love and strength they share with the world. For children, recognition and gratitude should not stop once they become adults. It's important to remember that a mother's role doesn't end when her children are grown. As they mature, it becomes their responsibility to show appreciation for the lifelong love and dedication their mother has given. This recognition should continue to flow through the years in the form of phone calls, visits, and words of affirmation. Children should take the time to express their thanks for all the small and large ways their mother has impacted their lives. Even as adults, children can still offer their mothers the recognition and gratitude they deserve. The world needs to understand that the value of a mother is not defined by her material achievements or outward success, but by the immense love she gives, the sacrifices she makes, and the way she shapes the future through the lives of her children. This recognition is essential as it affirms that a mother's worth is not only seen in what she gives, but in the very essence of who she is. She is the quiet force behind every success, every achievement, and every bright future. The smallest acts of gratitude can go a long way in showing mothers that their sacrifices matter and that their love is the most powerful force in the world. As we continue to honor and recognize mothers, let us not wait for Mother's Day or special occasions. Let us make gratitude an everyday practice, ensuring that the women who give so much of themselves are never forgotten, never overlooked, and always appreciated for the tremendous impact they have on the world. A simple thank you can go a long way in showing a mother that she is seen, that her love is valued, and that her efforts are never taken for granted.